can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. But we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy.
Welcome in. Tennessee -10 second half from Tej in the chat. Good morning, not good morning, good afternoon. It's Friday. We got a big slate today. We got a big slate this weekend. Best time of the year. Conference tournaments all weekend, right into Sunday. We get the bracket, obviously, on Sunday. We've got the Players' Championship going on this weekend. We've obviously got NBA, NHL all going on as well. So great. I was going to ask the chat if we wanted to live bet Tennessee. I definitely think you could maybe take a look at that. It's like plus 400 I'm seeing for the live bet on Tennessee, which is definitely a little bit interesting. Michigan State came roaring back. I was on a call. Before the stream, I wanted to take Michigan State at plus 10.5, and I didn't, and they just tied the game up. So I'm actually rooting for Michigan State here because we've got Michigan State futures. So maybe they've got some life. Maybe we were right all along. Maybe this team is okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're going to make the tournament, though, probably after yesterday's win. So they're safely in the field. But this team was showing just no signs of life for some time. Big 3 for Purdue there to take a 3-point lead. Good game. But yeah, so I was going to ask the chat, do we want to live bet Tennessee? I think I think we could do that. But I guess like Tej's bet of -10 for the second half is probably better. They don't have to come back from a 20-point deficit. They can just outscore them by 10 in the second half. But I would not be shocked if Tennessee came back. But yeah, let's talk about these games. Yesterday was I had New Mexico late, which won. Marquette clutched up, just took their money line. I might do it, Nathan. I might do it. Marquette clutched up in overtime. What else was happening yesterday? Loyola Chicago lost in double overtime. The A10 tournament is like just chaos. Dayton down, Richmond down, Loyola Chicago down. See, I looked dumb because I came on here yesterday and I said Loyola Chicago was the best team in the A10, and then they lost. But then Dayton lost too, so I was like, okay, yeah, maybe it's just madness in the A10. But I didn't end up taking it. I don't think. I'd have to check my accounts. I did mention VCU at 10-1 as a potential for the A10 tournament when we went over all the conference tournaments, and they're looking like the favorite right now, considering who they're playing. But man, Eric Reynolds and St. Joe's, I don't want to go against them right now, and that's who VCU plays next. So we'll see what happens with that over the weekend. Let's dive into some of these games. We've got Wisconsin Northwestern starting up here after this Purdue game ends. I don't know. Dewan, what's up? I don't know. Chat, let me know if you have a take on this game. I just don't know. I don't believe in this Wisconsin team. I do believe in this Northwestern team. I believe in Boo Buie. They got Langborg back also yesterday. He played, and that's a big factor for them because they were really struggling with injuries for a while there. I just don't think this Wisconsin team's very good. They shot out of this world from 3-point range yesterday. They're not going to do that again today. It's just super unlikely that they're that hot from 3 again. And Northwestern is significantly better than Maryland. So I'm not going to play the game. I would actually lean towards Northwestern, though, just because I think Northwestern's probably the better team. And I don't think Wisconsin's going to shoot that hot from deep again. Wichita State, UAB. I would lean UAB. I think UAB is the better team. It's within 5 points. I would probably lean UAB there. South Carolina, Auburn. This is a really good game. So Auburn beat South Carolina by like 40 the one time they played this year. But what is the one thing South Carolina's done all season? Win as underdogs. And we also have a conference tournament future on South Carolina at 65-1 to win the SEC tournament. If they're going to do that, they need to win this game. So I'm not going to be betting the game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hope that South Carolina starts off hot, and then we can get a hedge on that futures ticket and just bet Auburn live if we get it close to, even money, or if we get it like -2.5, 3.5, even 4.5. I'll probably jump in on Auburn and try and hedge that ticket, but I'm definitely going to be rooting for South Carolina here. They have won outright as underdogs all season. They just continue to do it. And they could be looking for revenge after Auburn ran them out of the gym the one time that they faced off this year. Kent State, Bowling Green. I think the wrong team is favored here. I like Bowling Green. I told you guys yesterday, this Kent State team is not very good. They beat up on Toledo, who folds in the conference tournament every single year, no matter how good the regular season is. I definitely would lean towards Bowling Green in this one. Zach Edey is unstoppable. All right, well, Purdue's going to win. So if you took Purdue money line or something, you don't have to tilt because they're going to win the game. But I think Bowling Green should be favored. I think they're the better team. This is the big game, 5:30, St. John's, UConn. Chat, what do you got? I'm writing, my article play will be up after this stream. Oh, yeah, also, yesterday's article play, what happened? Oh, yeah, we lost in overtime. Shocking. Did Boston College, did they really have to go to overtime? Could they have just lost by 2 points at the end of regulation? We have them plus 5.5, and they go to overtime and lose by 6. Can you make this stuff up? I mean, it's just a stone lock that they were not going to cover when that game went to OT. Of course, they hit a buzzer beater, step back to tie the game to go to OT. Like, just lose by 2 points. Why do you have to go to overtime? Unbelievable. So yesterday on the article play, we got hooked. Today's article play is probably going to be St. John's. St. John's played UConn at MSG earlier this season. F Boston College. Yeah, Mike. I mean, what, come on. Just lose by 2. Why do you have to go to OT? Why? I knew as soon as that happened, I knew what was going to happen. St. John's played UConn at MSG earlier this season, lost by 4 points. UConn is playing better now than they were then, but St. John's is also playing better now than they have then. Since Rick Pitino called his team out and said, we suck, these guys can't move around, we're going to have a completely different team next year. I hate this team. Since he did that, St. John's has rattled off 6 straight wins. Yes, they beat up on bad teams in the conference, but they did beat Creighton at home in MSG. They did beat Seton Hall yesterday at home in MSG. Seton Hall is a good team. Seton Hall is a tournament team. This team is playing their best basketball at the right time. They are coached by the best college basketball coach of all time. I think that 9.5 points is too many. Even if UConn wins the game, I think St. John's is live to win outright. And that's taking nothing away from UConn. This UConn team is very good. I think St. John's is live to win outright, but even if UConn wins, I think 9.5 is too many. So I do like St. John's. I thought it was going to be like a trendy play, but I mean, only 20% of the tickets on St. John's. So yeah. And that line moved down 0.5 point. I like St. John's. Give me Rick Pitino in March, and I'm going to take it more times than not when I'm getting 9.5 points with a team that's playing good. Like, for reference, Creighton, the last time they played UConn, beat them. And St. John's beat Creighton. And St. John's only lost by 4 to this team when they weren't even playing good. So I don't think it's insane to think that they can be in this game. I tweeted this morning that there's underdogs barking in CBB today. St. John's is one of them. Definitely think St. John's can cover. Bowling Green's another. They should be favored in that game. Ohio State, Illinois. Ohio State just continues to do it. 6-1 since they fired Chris Holtman. I don't know. I have no. I'm not a Chris Holtman guy. As someone that grew up an Ohio State fan, I wanted them to fire him earlier, but I can't explain. Like, clearly there was something seriously going on because it's the same exact team, and they're 6-1 with wins over Michigan State and Purdue, and now Iowa. Who, if Iowa wins that game yesterday, they're in the tournament probably. Like, they're probably a tournament team if they win that game yesterday. So it's not like they played DePaul or something. Like, they played a good team and beat them yesterday. 6-1. Illinois, you guys know, I'm not huge on Illinois. Defensively, they've really, really struggled over the last month. I definitely think Ohio State is alive in this game. I took the 5 personally. They certainly can win this game outright. I'd be hesitant to bet on Illinois today, personally. And Ohio State played good yesterday. Illinois has been sitting around. If anything, you could look at Ohio State first half maybe and just hope they get off to a hot start and maybe Illinois pulls away in the second half. But definitely think OSU is live to win that game. Johnny's plus 9.5 and they go. Yeah, exactly. It's too many points. I don't even think they were plus 9.5 the last time they played. I think when they played earlier this year at MSG, I think it was like 6.5. Quinnipiac is going to beat St. Peter's today. That's my take of the day. So do with that what you will. But I think Quinnipiac is going to win this game. Pitt, UNC, man, I don't. UNC was playing great, and then they were not playing good for a while. And then they've been playing great for the last 2 weeks. They beat Duke. They destroyed Florida State yesterday. Destroyed. Pitt is playing some very good basketball as well. Pitt is fighting to get in the NCAA tournament, but I just don't want to jump in front of this UNC train right now. It's a pass for me. If it's a close game in the second half, this could be a live bet game because I do respect Pitt. I actually think this Pitt team is solid. Like, this Pitt team should probably be in the tournament. They probably have to win this game to get in, but I think they're a good team. I don't want to get in front of UNC right now, so that's a pass for me. Yeah, Houston should destroy Texas Tech. I don't see how Texas Tech is in this game. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not going to bet it, but Houston should roll Texas Tech. I like FAU. You can see the money does not agree with me here. There's more larger bets coming in on North Texas, but I've been saying it. I like this FAU team. I think that they turned it. I think they flipped a switch a few weeks ago. They beat Memphis at home to close the regular season. And now things are opening up for this FAU team because on the opposite side of the bracket, Memphis was over there. Memphis is a team that matches up really well against FAU. So, that's another team that if they can get to the title game, they're not going to have to see Memphis. They are probably going to see South Florida at this point, and I definitely think FAU can beat South Florida. I'd rather than play South Florida than Memphis. So things are opening up for FAU. I think they flipped the switch. I like them over North Texas today. You don't have to take this 5.5. I'm just saying in general, like, I like FAU today. Akron should beat Ohio. I think Akron's the best team in the MAC. So, that was really helpful that Toledo lost for Akron. So they're probably going to see, obviously they're going to see the winner of Bowling Green, Kent State. They own Kent State. They beat them in the both games in the regular season. Kent State handled them last year, but Kent State had a completely different team. Akron's much better this year. But that is a rivalry game. So I will note, if Akron plays Kent State in the MAC championship game, it's in Cleveland, and that's going to be an insane game. I might actually go to that game if that happens. Because that's a rivalry game, and the fans will show up. That'll be crazy. And they played in the MAC title game last year, and Kent State won. So that would be crazy. I actually hope that happens. Providence Marquette. Man, I think Providence is going to win this game. I loved Marquette last night, and I like Providence today. I could be wrong on this because I think that I think Shaka Smart is the better coach, and Marquette has played really good. I talked about this yesterday. Without Kolek, they've played good. They were in the game until the last 2 minutes against Creighton. They only lost by 7 to a healthy UConn team. They beat Xavier, and then they beat Villanova last night. So this team's played good without Tyler Kolek, but I don't know. It just feels like Providence is going to the Big East title game. So I kind of like Providence here. Sprinkle the money line. And if you don't like that, wait and see, like, even if you can get a better number in the game or something like live bet it. But I don't know. Gut feel for me is Providence here, even though I liked Marquette last night. Gut feel Providence wins this one. I think Nebraska is going to destroy Indiana. Indiana escaped Penn State last night. They're not going to have Galloway. And this Nebraska team is legit good. Bart Torvik loves this Nebraska team. Torvik has this Nebraska team like top 10 in the country if you isolate since February 1st. This Nebraska team's dangerous in the tournament, I think. They can get really hot from three. They have multiple guys masked, can completely take over a game. So I think Nebraska is going to smoke Indiana today. I like Nebraska. I missed out on the good numbers. There was actually like 2.5, 3.5s out there last night, and I missed out on that, unfortunately. I might look to moneyline parlay something with Nebraska. I think Nebraska handles Indiana today. They're the much better team. Indiana's had their fun, their little late season resurgence, but I think Nebraska wins. We just got betting legalized Monday. Where can I go? Mike, just message me in the Discord and I will direct you. Let me see here. I don't care about much of some of these games. Mayor's Fairfield, whatever. I don't really care. Baylor, Iowa State. I like Baylor. If the common theme of today is me liking all of these underdogs, I like Baylor. I think Baylor's a better team than Iowa State. Iowa State, I talked about it yesterday, has really, really struggled to score. They've always been bad defensively all year. Like, not bad, but just their defense is very good and their offense is not great. They're a worse version of Houston. If you isolate since February 1st or even the last like 3 weeks, Iowa State's offense really, really, really takes a hit. And this Baylor team is peaking, playing good at the right time. They've played good against similarly constructed teams. They played good against Houston. And I believe in this Baylor team. They got Langston Love back. Love Baylor. Teach. Yeah, I love Baylor. I'm going to be betting Baylor tonight. And I'll probably I don't care about this 1 point, just money line. I think Baylor's going to win the game. Favorite bet today, Ryan. It might be St. John's plus 9.5. It might be Baylor. That's probably the two I'm debating between, honestly. I don't know. I got to think about it. I don't know favorite bet of the day right now. Might be St. John's plus 9.5 is going to be like that's probably going to be what I write up in the article. But I like a lot of underdogs today. Another one, Alabama, Florida. Give me Florida. Florida is 4.5 point underdogs. They lost in overtime in Tuscaloosa to Alabama. They beat Alabama the last time they played. Alabama is not a good team when they're playing other good teams. Florida is a good team. I think Florida is the better team than Alabama. Alabama cannot get stops. If this game is close in the second half, I have no faith in Alabama getting any stops. I like this Florida team. I think Florida team's dangerous in the tournament. Give me Florida plus 4.5 all day. I think Florida's probably going to win the game outright. So I'll definitely take those 4.5 points. And then late games, I don't have much here. Lean Colorado. This Colorado team's really good when they're healthy, and they're really fun to watch. And they are healthy. Cody Williams back. They handled their game last night. And this Washington State, these are teams trending in opposite directions. Washington State is trending down. Colorado is trending up with Cody Williams back, fully healthy roster. They have multiple guys that can take over a game. De Silva, Cody Williams. Yeah, I love this Colorado team. So give me Colorado late night and lean New Mexico over CSU also. CSU, I hate. Can someone, this is the type of stuff that's been happening to me this year. Can someone explain this to me? Explain this to me. Tell me how, like 3 weeks ago, I bet CSU at home against Nevada, right? CSU at home against Nevada. I see a report early in the day that Blackshear was seen in a walking boot. I up my bet on CSU. I'm like, oh my God, we're getting CSU at home where they've been great this year. They're playing Nevada, who's going to be down their best player. What happens? Blackshear gets ruled out. We get multiple points of closing line value, and Nevada wins the game outright. So I bet CSU at home against Nevada with their best player out, and I get multiple points of CLV, and I lose the bet. And then CSU just destroys Nevada on a neutral court with Blackshear playing. Someone explain to me how that makes any sense. It just doesn't. It's never going to make sense to me. That is the type of stuff that has happened this year that just makes no sense to me. So I don't know. The Mountain West is crazy. These teams just beat the shit out of each other. I like New Mexico because I think New Mexico is the better team, but I don't know. I thought CSU was going to lose it last night, and they didn't. So I don't know. Lean New Mexico in this game. Like Colorado in this game. I'm probably going to add Colorado to my card, and I'm going to add Baylor to my card for sure. Florida's already on my card. So 9-2 Tennessee run. Let me see. All right. Quick stream today. I got to get out of here. I got this draft at 3 o'clock that I need to get ready for. If you guys have Sirius XM and you listen to the Fantasy Sports channel on Sirius XM, I will probably be on there later. They're going to call me. We'll talk about the draft, whatever. So if you have Sirius XM, check out. The draft starts at 3, so it'll be going on from 3 to 5. So they'll probably call me at some point, and I'll talk about all the great picks that I've made in this draft. So quick stream today. I like all the dogs today. Bet some underdogs today. Let's get our futures tickets advancing to the weekend, right? Let's get. Oh, I didn't mention this game. Where is this game at? Did I skip this game? Is it not on here? Right here. Texas A&M, Kentucky. Are we going to talk about Texas A&M, Kentucky? Let's get our 100-1 ticket to the weekend. Let's get our 100-1 to the semifinals. Texas A&M 100-1 to win the SEC championship. Let's get them to the weekend. Can we do that? They've beat Kentucky once this season. This is a big game. If they beat Kentucky, they're going to win that next game. I'm telling you this right now. If they beat Kentucky tonight, they are going to play in the SEC title game. We got to beat Kentucky tonight. Texas A&M, rally the boys. Radford, Wade Taylor, get ready. You guys need to make shots for one night. Crash the boards. You out-rebounded Kentucky hugely in that last game you played. Get on the boards again. Make your shots, and let's get out of here with a win. Let's get our 100-1 ticket to the weekend. And we got some good hedge opportunities because if we have a 100-1, make it to tomorrow, they're going to be underdogs most likely. If they play Alabama, they'll certainly be underdogs. If they play Florida, they'll be slate underdogs. So we can get some nice hedge opportunities in, but let's get our 100-1 to the weekend. We have a number of tickets going. We got Texas A&M. We got our FAU. We have a parlay with Purdue to win the Big Ten. So at least they advanced there, luckily. And what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Oh, we have Florida. We have a number of these SEC teams. So let's get our SEC teams through to the weekend. Let's see what happens. But thank you guys for tuning in. We might be doing some weekend streams coming up. I'll keep you guys updated. If I'm ever going to go live, I'll tweet it out a few hours before. So maybe we'll be doing some weekend streams coming up. If not, Monday, 3 p.m., same time, same place. We will have a bracket. Do you guys realize this? We will have a bracket to discuss on Monday. So we'll do a first reaction stream on Monday to the bracket, but then the full bracket breakdown, my strategy, exactly who I'm taking, who I'm playing, all that good stuff. Exactly how I have won my bracket pools in years past, all the strategy. That will be out on Tuesday. It won't be a stream. It'll be a pre-recorded video on YouTube. So look for that. But we'll do a first reaction stream to the bracket on Monday, 3 o'clock. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck with your bets this weekend. I might tweet some bets out this weekend that I take too. So, be sure to tap into my Twitter. Good luck this weekend with your bets, and I'll see you guys on Monday.